Alright, so just to give you guys an idea of what I will be working on, because it's going to take me some time, I am doing an adventure map, and what it's going to consist of is a lot of command blocks and storyline. Not really doing this for YouTube or anything right now, just to give you guys a heads up and let you guys know if you guys have any ideas or anything. That would be super grateful. So this is the story. I'm going to have books pretty much where you where do I start? Okay, so I don't know exactly what's gonna happen yet, but I know you're gonna start in a village like this, and you'll be given like quests, and you can actually do these quests, like maybe say you start in this house here, I don't know, sure. I wake up and I crawl out the window and say there's an NPC. They tell you, maybe I'll name it Mom or something. They give you a quest. You have to take a sandwich to your dad or something. So you gotta go around, try to find your dad. I think I might actually make him fishing over here, if it's possible. And then after that, you have to go back to your mom, get your quest reward, and then talk around, talk to another NPC or something. Get another quest, blah blah blah, just a couple of quests, I don't know, but leading up to getting some stuff. And then, once that happens, somewhere along the way, I'm going to make it so that way there's a friend of yours. I haven't came up with names yet, but there'll be a friend, and you talk to them, and then some music will play, and something will happen, but blah blah blah, you'll end up getting I don't know if I can see with my map, and I need you, dang it. Anyways, there's another spot exactly like this spot over here, not nearly as finished yet, but when you go see this friend, it'll be in one of these houses, and it'll have a command block which will teleport you to the exact same spot over here. The only difference is, other than that these villages are exactly the same, is that that one will be more or less on fire and in half in ruins, and there will be command blocks that are shooting out zombies and small mobs, and eventually after killing 5 or 6 of them, or maybe more depending on how well I can get it to work, a boss mob, a really easy one, will appear, and you have to kill the boss, and your friend has a vision or something, and you have to go to a castle, so a way will open up. I'm not quite sure yet. Something will open up which will allow you to teleport into another place, and I'm thinking of making like a trail of forest, so it'll be looking like you are traveling through a forest with words coming up on the screen on what's happening, yada yada, and then you appear here after you come through the forest, and I'll have another place like this, obviously, where at the end of the forest it'll walk into a room like this, or something along the lines. It's all in theory right now, but then you come in here and you walk through here, and the title of the game will appear across the screen, and there'll be some NPCs walking around doing their thing, and this is where the game starts, and there'll be, like I said, NPCs walking around, and one of them you have to talk to, which will tell you what to do, what's going on. This is going to lead into more gameplay, and I hope to have something where you can go into these little plots and fight mobs. So it'll be kind of like a Call of Duty style, where you just have hordes of zombies coming in. You can just go into these and collect experience, and some of them will be easy, super easy, mediocre, hard, very hard, hardcore. And I'm gonna have this lead into another zone, I guess, where you'll have this tomb lid removed, and it'll just open this up, and you go down for another quest of some sort. You'll fight another boss down there, and somewhere over here I'm gonna have more command blocks. Obviously I haven't built over here yet, but oh yeah, another thing, I have to build it high enough so that way you can't see all that stuff over there, right? So I'll come in here and I have to make sure it's all... Uh-oh, is it despawning? Shouldn't be doing that. Why is it sand? What is happening? Okay, a couple of things I have to fix, but I have to have it high enough where you can't see over there, so I might have to plant some more forests or something. I can't seem to get the leaves turned false, not to despawn. Despawn false doesn't seem to work. I might have to update it with something. But yeah, I have to make it high enough where you can't see everything else. But there will be something here, I don't know, I might have like a void area where you can just teleport yourself into a market area, which will be a bazaar, where you'll come along in here and there'll be stores all along, and I want to have multiple stores. So let's say this is going to be an armor, but he's not going to deal with everything to deal with armor. It's going to be, well, there's iron, gold, chain, diamond, but each of them will do different things. There'll be like light armor, which will have customized stats to it to be like light armor, and some medium armor, heavy armor, and there'll be a weaponsmith dealing in strictly weapons minus bows, and the armor will be minus shields. I'm going to have another store which will deal with woodworking, maybe a dye area, alchemy for potions, things like that. Like, I'm going to separate a lot of it so that way you're not going to one NPC and scrolling through hundreds of items, or even just 20 items. Like, no one likes to scroll through 20 items and bypass one, and it's just annoying. So the more broken down it is, of course it means much more work, but the more broken down it is means, oh, I gotta lift it up, the easier it will be transferring or finding items. Why did I say transferring? Finding items and finding what you need. So it's gonna have that playstyle, and depending on what kind of character you have will depend on what kind of items you have. You can have balanced out. That's what I was mentioning with the book. I don't know why I started there, but when you come into here, you'll have an NPC, I don't know if I'm going to do it through a book or if I'm going to do it through NPCs yet, but there will be a way for you to allow to have a choice of creating a specific skill set character for yourself. So you'll be a knight, archer, a cleric, for example, sorcerer, a thief. I would include assassin, but I'm going to keep assassin out just in case I decide to do something with it. Assassin, spelling, it's bad. So I'm going to keep that out. Various different roles. And hopefully, I do have to do some more research. I want to find out how I can make this a multiplayer game. So 1 to 4 people, maybe one with 50 people, who knows. I'll have also over here where you will require 10 people, for example, and you will come here and you click this thing that thing, and you'll go there, right? But it'll be like a waiting time where you need to have a certain amount of people go in because you need to work together. You need healers to come in and heal you. You need archers to stand back. You need various different roles. That's the plan, anyways. This is what I want to do. I want to make it a storyline, a main storyline, mixed with getting experience to better your character, mixed with community, I suppose, working together. And I do want to get this up as soon as possible, so what I'm going to do is continue building, and it's a lot of building. I don't even have the rooftops yet. But I do have to continue building, and from there I have to do some command blocks, a lot of command blocks with custom items. I have to customize some items. It'll be a lot of work doing that part. The building, sure, easy, done, boom, bing bang pot. But the rest of it is going to be some work. Yeah, like I was saying, I want to get it up as soon as possible, so I might do maybe one group thing here and continue with the building. But as it goes on, I want to include more storyline, adding up to it, maybe do a main storyline with what happens after kind of deals, but I want to be able to add more every couple of months, maybe months, depending on how many people are. Depending on a team. If I can get a team of people, this would be amazing. I'm not asking you guys for help. I mean, if you want to help, by all means. But I'm doing this video to promote it. It's all volunteer work, of course. I am volunteering my time to do this, just like I volunteer my time on Crazy Pig. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Every month, or couple of months, or whatever it ends up being, I want to be able to add more to it, add more story, add more items eventually, make areas where you have to be a certain level to get into. So maybe I'm using the graveyard right now because it's the easiest example. The only thing I really have built. Say that you have to have 5 experience to get into this one, 10, 20, 50, 3,000 experience points to get into here and do stuff. These are things that I would like to do monthly, because if, say, we get 50 people on here and they're leveling up, say even 5 people, they got up to level 10, they need more challenging stuff, so there'll be a level 10 one here. And say it gets bigger, there's 50 people playing on here, not all at once, but give or take, and they'll want, say some of them are level 5, they can go down there, some of them are level 10, they can go to this one. Now we have 1 or 2 people that are level 70, for example. So we'll need to slowly work these mob grinders up to reach that level, which is doable. Doesn't take much to do that, especially if I can just copy and paste one area, the mob spawning of course, and just tweak it a little bit to be harder, to be faster, things like that. But this is what I'm working on. I just wanted to share it with you. I guess I'm a little nervous. I don't know how, what the hell? Don't know how this is gonna go. I am giving it my all. It's when I get dedicated to something, I really get dedicated to it. Just, yeah. So, hope you guys are excited as I am to see this finished. And any ideas, any comments, feel free, please. I could definitely use it. I don't have much of a storyline other than what I told you in the beginning. Definitely need more storyline. So yeah, that's it. Thanks. Drogo out.